everyone. We are going to have a look at a game genre that wasn't particularly common on the ST pinball games, and this one is called Pinball Magic, published by Loriciel in 89, 90 something, and I couldn't find a English ad for this one, only the French one. And I'm guessing maybe the game wasn't really advertised in the British press, so that's why there isn't an English version of this, and as you can see, the ad is suitably French. Not entirely sure what's happening here, but it seems to be all about the pinball, the magic, and the windy outdoors, maybe? Or maybe there is a fan involved because her skirt is kind of having a life of its own. And this artwork was also used on the cover for the game. And there was actually two different releases of this game. One contained a double-sided disc and the other one contained two single-sided ones, I believe. And looking at the artwork, I think they got inspired, or shall we say, stole some visual elements from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the film by Steven Spielberg. If you look at the back of the single disc release, you have some artwork that, looks very much like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, right? But it does look nice, so hey-ho. But enough said about that, let's dive in and make some pinball magic happen. Pretty nice fonts and colors here. Looks pretty inviting. And we just get straight into the game here. And it's a pinball game. What can I say? It's a little bit finicky to get it set up because one of the controls you have to use is caps lock to control the flippers. And I just rebound that to something else to make it a bit easier. And I had to read the manual to figure out how to fire the ball because that was maybe not super intuitive, but let's just get going. Oh, here we go, and I think there's quite a few tables. I think I saw 12 mentioned on the cover art or something like that. Let me just check so everything is working. Here we go, yes, and we can also change some settings if we press F3. We can change how the physics behave and also the volume of the game, but hey, I'm just gonna use this. I don't want to mess with this. And how do we fire the ball? Well, we press the left mouse button and pull down or up to just set the power level. A little bit obscure, and then we just release. It's not something you just figure out by yourself, though. And here's a rather annoying thing about the game. Every time your ball gets caught in any of those ball pits, you get that, the score counts up, taking a lot of time. It just kills the pacing of the game completely. Really rather annoying. And there's also a little bit of at least I think a little bit of a delay, some latency when you're pressing a button to use the flippers. It feels very sluggish, or slightly sluggish, I'd just say. Otherwise, the ball physics are okay. Not amazing, but I mean, they are okay. It's not Pinball Dreams, really, but hey. I think it's at least better than that other pinball game. What's it called? Macadam Bumper, I think it was called. Which I think was the only other pinball game I ever played on the ST. And it had this pretty cool construction set. You could build your own tables. That was pretty cool, but as I remember it, the physics of that game was not great. Pretty bad. Let's see if we can make something happen here, and we get caught in that pit, and then we have to wait for the score to count up. It is super annoying, and it gets even worse when you reach some of the other tables. Hopefully I'm going to be able to show you that. I think we need to hit the targets marked A or B, and then there's an exit that opens up at the top of the table. You can see it says exit right, top right. See if we can maybe get to the next table. If I can just... Oh, yeah, that happens a lot. So let's just shoot again. See if we can make some magic happen. Oh, man, pressing the wrong buttons here. As you can see, there is a pretty big delay in my response to what's going on here. I'm not sure. And that happens a great deal. Sound effects are maybe a little bit underwhelming, I think. But there is a sampled voice of a woman saying nice things about you when you when you do good things, I think, and that's kind of nice, I guess. Ugh. Oh, balls! No! Oh, you bugger. Gotcha. Think the exit should have opened now, right? Or maybe not. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this works. The manual is very, very brief. There we go. Thank you. Finally. So now we reached table 2 and we kind of end up, and we come in from the bottom. And here's a whole bunch of these ball pits and geez. Okay. And there's a really annoying little exploit. I can see if I can make it happen. We can just keep collecting 500 points forever and ever unless that happens. I'm not sure what that was. No, please. Get over to the right side, please, or left side, I mean. Here we go. If I just keep the left flipper up, it didn't work this time, but before I could just keep ending up in that pit. And I would just keep getting 500 points for as long as I held the flipper up. But it's not working this time, so maybe they have... Oh, okay, let's see if we can get it to happen now. Yeah, here we go. If I just keep doing this, I can just keep collecting 500 points. But let's not do that. Let's just try and get some other things to happen, like hit the targets and possibly get out of here. Well, why does she say well? Does she mean that I'm doing well, or is she just... Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. And why... Yeah, there is a ginormous delay. Yeah, the ball physics. It's not terrible, it's not great. It's better, again, than Macadam Bumper, but God, it's not great. It really feels a bit loose, and I'm pressing the button there and nothing happens. Oh, already dead. Yeah, I don't know how I would have felt about this game back in the day. It's not terrible, but it does seem a little bit limited. And yeah, a little bit clunky. But of course we weren't spoiled with pinball games on the ST, so I remember being pretty impressed by Macadam Bumper. I liked the table editor. That was pretty cool. Oh God, the delay is awful. Well, what? And I think there's also a kind of a breakout part of the game where you're supposed to, break bricks, like breakout. And God, I really am starting to hate these ball pits. It's so annoying. Just give me the score. Can't you count it up while I'm playing the ball? This just kills the pacing of the game. It really does. It's super annoying. Surely the ST has enough processing power to move the numbers at the same time as I'm playing the game. Surely, come on. Well, what? What are you talking about, woman? It's really hard hitting the targets. I don't know if you have to light up all the lanes as well to get to the next stage. And the ball doesn't end up where you expect it to end up when you use the flippers sometimes. It's just kind of strange, and then that happens. God. Please go. Yes, please. Please light up all the lanes. Okay. Can I get over to right-hand side? God, it's game over again. And I think you can tilt the table as well using space. But I don't know how useful that is. It certainly doesn't help that the table isn't scrolling either. It just makes the playing feel so limited, and it's so easy to just have one of those quick rebounds that just has the ball going right in the middle between your flippers. Feels like the game relies mostly on luck, really. Not so much skill, but I mean, it's early days. Maybe you can learn a thing or two about this game once you get used to it. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty decent. What? Oh god, the bounciness of that ball. Ugh. No, don't. You bastard. My patience for this one is rapidly decreasing. Get up there. That's the third time, like within a minute, that has happened. I love that one. That one is just brilliant. Oh, at least I got a target there. Thanks, game. It also gets pretty tiresome having to use the mouse to fire the ball. Why not just have a button? Jesus wept. Get up there! Yeah, thank you. Finally, I'm actually hitting something I want to hit. You know what? I think I've had enough. This game is definitely for people with far more patience than I have. I'm sure you can get good at it if you persevere, and as long as you enjoy seeing the ball just going straight down the drain between your flippers every 3 seconds. If you enjoy that, then hey, this is all about that magic in this game. Personally, I find it annoying, even though it looks nice and the ball physics are kind of okay for their time. But gameplay? No. Let's see what some magazines had to say about this one, shall we? And I could only find one English review of the game, and that was in ST format, and they gave the game an overall of 71%, and Jerry Glenwright wrote, Pinball Magic provides you with the closest pinball simulator yet available. It's so close you can almost smell the burning of the electromechanical innards. For a little under 20 quid, you can journey back to the halcyon days of the 50s and 60s and have free replays for months to come. And is also pretty impressed with the graphics. Pinball Magic features super colorful graphics and true-to-life spot sounds. And yeah, maybe I would have been a bit more impressed with this one back in the day, given that, yeah, there weren't that many pinball games on the ST or on the Spectrum for that matter. I only remember ever seeing one on the Spectrum, so yeah, maybe I would have liked it. But I'm pretty sure I also would have been really frustrated about how it plays and the kind of clunkiness of it all. So, not an amazing game, in my opinion. Other people may, of course, disagree, and that's fine. So guys, hope you enjoyed this quick peek at Pinball Magic, aka Windy Skirts, and as always, hope to catch you next time. Cheers!